So welcome back. Welcome if you're new. I just wanted to go over the new moon in Libra energies, and I know I'm always posting like late or on the day of. I just feel like I like to get a sense of the energies. Hey Emma, beef, and kind of do some integration before I actually speak on them. So hopefully that makes sense. And it's not like we're through these energies. I think the new moon was like yesterday at 5-ish, something like that. Well, depending where you are, obviously. But this is really exciting energy that we're in. There's a lot of room for new potentials, new opportunities, new love, relationships, and it's all a very balanced or coming into balanced energy, right? Libra is all about balance. So be aware of what you need at this time. We do have a lot of retrograde energy still going on, so you know it's a reviewing of decisions and revisiting and reevaluating and all the REs, right? But there's also new insights coming in, new offerings, new ideas, new perspectives. So it's really a quite magical time. And it's a good time to really look at like what warms you, like what gives you light, what excites you, and what makes you feel balanced, right? Hi, Paul. So in the new moon in Libra, we experience a union between the inner and outer selves, right? And this is kind of the understanding that we get that allows us to take a step forward, right? And some of us are experiencing unions with others, and even if you're not like say in like dating somebody or having some kind of relationship at this time, it's the relationships around you, hey Sean, that are showing you, like giving you this kind of mirror effect so that you can come to these understandings and kind of to a greater sense of balance between the inner and outer selves, right? And this new moon in Libra is the same time as Rosh Hashanah, which is a Jewish time of celebration and forgiveness. And I think it's interesting because these energies really kind of work with each other and kind of give it like more of an oomph, like more energy, more balance, that means, and more being able to see these other perspectives and bring yourself into alignment. So it's a good time to reflect on the incoming year, on your intentions, right? On things that you want to bring to fruition. Rosh Hashanah is also the day of judgment. So, you know, you could be really reflecting on this past year or how far you've come. Hey, Dustin. It's a good time to get a new perspective or to get some clarity on the perspective that you're in right now, right? Like, you know, are you where you want to be right now? Or is there some shit that you can change up so that you can do better next time, right? Let's see, what else? A couple more things about the Rosh Hashanah. I'm not Jewish. I just like to like celebrate and investigate, observe all the different sort of sacred festivals and all the different sacred texts. So the shofar is it's known as it's blown, and it's like this little horn, right? And this is the ritual on Rosh Hashanah. They blow it as a call to repentance, right? So they're doing this review and thinking about like where they can basically you know, center themselves or come into, okay, so maybe I didn't do it as well that time, but next time I can do it like this. It's like a reviewing, right? This reevaluation of what you've done. It's also a reflection on, you know, if you like you, basically, like if you are putting out the energy that you know is of high morale, of high integrity. And if not, how can I shift that, right? And then Rosh Hashanah also kicks off the High Holy Days, which is also called the 10 Days of Penitence, which ends with Yom Kippur, which is like one of the most sacred religious Jewish holidays. And that's the Day of Atonement. So this is like an opportunity for them to atone for their sins, or you know, to again reevaluate and figure out where they want to be versus where they are. So it's an energy of review, reflection, also of giving thanks and forgiveness, right? Don't forget to really give yourself a pat on the back and give yourself props for how far you've come. Especially with all these retrograde energies, I feel like this whole reflection process is going to be like tripled, magnified. It's gonna be good, especially if you're in a place where, you know, you've been doing the work and you have stepped into your power, right? Those that have been doing the shadow work and really stepping into and realizing, remembering who they are, they have a lot of blessings coming in right now. And I think they've been seeing that, you've been seeing that. It's definitely an amazing time to be alive. So, and for those who aren't there yet, right, who are still stuck in the matrix, or the illusion of habitual ways of thinking and old unprocessed shit that you keep reliving, I feel like even if you're still stuck in those lower densities, it's gonna be an opportune time. You're gonna have a lot of understandings, a lot of clarity at this time, which will allow you to move forward. Let's see. So new moons are great for writing intentions, choosing affirmations, and make sure that you are phrasing your affirmation. You know, what is it that you want, right? Say, you know, you want more confidence, right? You would phrase that affirmation as, I am confident, I am beautiful, I am loving, I am. Make sure it's in the present tense. Some of you could probably benefit from like a new moon refresher bath. Maybe get some type of salts or some Dead Sea salts or Epsom salts, and really go hard, right? Set the intention to be clearing your energetic field, your chakras, your space, your mind, your heart, whatever it is that you're feeling the need to clear out, and just make sure you're setting that intention. Maybe light a candle or some shit, make it special, right? It's also, and this has been coming in really, really strong, a really great time to connect with your team, with your guides, with your ancestors. Side note on that, if you're going to connect, make sure that you're taking the time to go within, to clear your mind, and to allow for these understandings and integrations and clarities to really come through, right? If you have a crazy upper atmosphere in the mind space, then it's harder for the for spirit to move through you in a clear and balanced way. All right, moving on. Libra, all about balance, spending time cultivating a feeling of peace. Find time for yourself, right? Just find time to shut off the devices and just do you. It's a great time to make a vision board. These energies are great for manifestation, right? For strengthening your beliefs and your power of your word. Right? It's also a great time for love, for balancing relationships, and for coming to understandings about, you know, who you are based on the relationships that you have with other people, right? Knowing that you are a reflection of your relationships. let's see. Plenty of activation opportunities. Make sure that you're making space for meditation and movement. Telepathy is really high, picking up, especially for those you love or you cherish or spend a lot of time with. New moon in Libra is helping us to integrate all the energy shifts that this month has brought in so far. So this new moon following the equinox, which I put out a video for. If you're interested, make sure you go check that out. It holds this extra potential, like I was kind of already talking about with the Rosh Hashanah. And so this is that like triple fold right here with the equinox. Holds extra potential for like setting intentions for the future, as well as these deeper understandings of self and of others. This huge mirroring effect, and I kind of touched on it in the past videos, but it's basically this mirroring effect that's coming into the collective consciousness. You know, it's easy to tell what kind of traumas you still have holding, or that you're holding under the surface, or that you haven't really healed, by looking at others and how they make you feel, right? And if there is something in another that makes you upset or makes you uneasy or gives you anxiety, that's a mirroring effect of something within you that can be healed. So when you start contemplating, you know, why is it that I'm feeling this way? You know, why am I allowing this to, you know, start asking those deeper questions around this energy, and usually that's going to be enough to unleash it and reset that. Let's see. Huge potential for healing and growth. A deepening of our awareness of, you know, how we relate to others, and it's a good energy to discover like new ways of relating with ourselves, both ourselves and with others. A cycle around mastery of the realm of relationships. So there could be some karmic encounters coming in at this time as well. A lot of synchronicities as well. You're gonna know if you're on the right road, right? You're gonna know if it feels good. And if it feels good, you're probably receiving a lot of signs and synchronicities that you're on the right path. And if something doesn't feel right, that's a sign, an indicator that you're not listening, right? Or that you have more lessons left to learn, repeating some type of cycle because you haven't learned the lesson yet, basically. It's not a bad thing. It's just, you know, we all go through it. We're human. It's the human experience. 149. Okay, so Libra is the 7th house, and it's the first one that we enter in the social sphere, right? So there's the top 6, that's self, and then the bottom 6 is the social sphere. Beginning the integration into the collective that unfolds as we progress to the second half of the zodiac. So in Libra, we learn that relationships are an essential part of life. We gain understandings on the way that we participate in communications with connections with others. And we learn more about ourselves by comparing ourselves to others, basically, into these relationships. So make sure you're setting your intentions. I'm not going to keep going on because it's really just kind of reiterating the same thing. This definitely could be a time of karmic encounters, though, and also of fated meetings. So watch for connections with a feeling of destiny and or of synchronicity. Let's see. All right. So let me see. We might have some realizations. Some of you might have some realizations about our current boundaries and how they're no longer serving you or the health of your connections, right? So make sure that you are deciding to explore new boundaries if you're feeling like somebody's walking on you, or you're not able to speak your truth. Existing relationships could definitely change forms. Social circles could definitely be expanding or changing, shifting at this time. We've got the new moon conjunct Venus and Mercury. So this is a need for harmony and safe relationships, right? Venus rules Libra and the new moon. And so we're in both of these energies. Venus is really got the upper hand in this energy. So there's this need to generate like a sense of security, of comfort, of nurturance, right? Of feeling safe. And your desires for intimacy, like belonging, sharing with another, could definitely be picked up at this time. There's a need for or a desire for open-hearted connections. And it's good because these kind of connections are being magnetized in this energy. So especially if this is something that you've been putting out, you know, I know many people have been putting out for like their soul connections, and those are coming in at this time for those people that have set that intention, of course. And those that are continuing in the karmic relationships, in the, you know, not healing themselves and continuing to stay in toxic ass environments, are only magnetizing more of that toxicity to them until they decide to up their boundaries and figure out, you know, their worth and what they deserve, and choose to speak on that and act on that. They'll continue to be in those kind of toxic cycles. But I do feel like there's more and more that are coming out of that and realizing and healing. So it's good. Just keep in mind, you know, change is good. Like when one door closes, it's making space for another to open. So I know a lot of people are scared of change, especially like if you've been in a relationship really, really long time, or things of that nature. But like really, if you're in a toxic ass relationship and neither one of you are really helping each other or doing any good, you know, there could be, it doesn't mean you have to like leave them forever, but maybe to take a break and find each of your healing paths. It's really hard to heal when there's another energy there that's really like in your face, or you know, having arguments all the time, so on and so forth. It's hard to raise your own energy when you're around that too much. So yeah, so there's this huge need to be surrounded by harmony, to keep the peace at this time, to prevent conflict. There's definitely a desire to slow down. There's also a desire coming up around pleasurable activities. You can just put it right there, Vic. I'm in a video. So have fun, right? Like, but just remember moderation. Like, don't get too carried away. There is an energy here where, you know, you could take extremes. Thank you, Vic. It is, I just have a couple more notes and then I'll go into the reading. Yeah, I should have time. All right, it's a good time to connect with your bodies, with your senses, with your nature, with the beauty all around us. Venus supports love and beauty and also finances. So you could be feeling guided to take a certain endeavor that could definitely help you at this time. Get yourself out there more. Also, something that's been coming up intuitively is that old projects that maybe you had tried to put out in the past didn't maybe work then because they just weren't ready to work, and now maybe you could utilize some of those ideas in the now with a different result. Mars conjunct Venus, Mercury retrograde is conjunct Venus. So this is also bringing up a desire to reach out to people from the past for clarity and closure. So if somebody from the past like starts hitting you up and maybe they just need a conversation to so that they can release the past and move forward, make sure that you're discerning in this energy. Okay. All right, so I will, let's see, 2 o'clock. I got a little time. What's up, Nick? La 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 la. Let's see. Who am I gonna start with? Earth, air, fire, or water? Earth is calling me. Shit. Okay. All right, Earth energies. Tell me about the Earth energies. For the new moon. So there's some illusions coming up here. Definitely some kind of illusions being exposed that I feel like are making you Earth signs closed off at this time. There's a feeling of not wanting help. I also feel like you guys are about to come out of this place of looking at the glass half empty, right? There's an opportunity for change, but you really got to pull in gratitude with this energy. This is a very disconnected energy, Earth signs. There could have been an opportunity that you missed out on. Some of you guys could, be in a separation. You got King of Wands in reverse. Yeah, Three of Swords out here. Oh, there's a choice that needs to be made. Somebody's heart's been broken, and there's a decision. I feel like somebody's feeling like somebody's getting away with something, and there's no balance in this relationship. This is a relationship. Somebody's being like stabbed over and over. Like that's what I'm picking up on. Like just keeps getting stabbed in the heart. Like there's this energy of somebody that whoever this is, shit. Hopefully you guys can still hear me. My alarm was going off and I didn't realize it. Oh, that one too. All right. So there's this energy of somebody playing you, basically. How they're playing you, it could be manipulation, it could be somebody could be like playing, you know, cheater, or there could just be this energy of unbalance as far as financial, or it could be all of the above, honestly, but it's definitely a huge imbalance. There's a need for boundaries to be set in this energy. It's a need for you to speak your truth and for you to realize your worth and stop settling for less than what you deserve. There's an opportunity for a gift to be received in this energy, but you have to be able to communicate in a way that is respectful, with integrity, and not, I don't feel like yelling in this energy is going to help shit. Like this is an energy that needs a lot of work. Like literally, on one side, I feel like somebody is seeing everything as completely negative. Like they missed out on some opportunities and their life sucks and they're just kind of in this complete victim mode. And on the other side, I feel like there is a feeling like the other is like getting away with something, or maybe even cheating or disrespecting, or it's a very hurtful energy on both sides. I feel like there's a lot of trauma here and there's not a lot of give. It's not a very balanced, it's on either side. And I feel like this is being revealed for you, Earth signs. Let's get a message from go spellcasting. Message from my Earth signs. Okay, so I feel like somebody's just focusing on their money right now. We got the Justice card with the Home card and Prosperity. I feel like you have some shit coming in for you, Earth signs. You really do. But the Justice card, I feel like this energy that we're in right now, you see how she's got those things. I can't think of what the hell they're called. The scales of justice, right? It's like, it's Libra. Libra's got the scales, and this is about relationships coming into balance or having to be released at this time. If you're looking to restore the home, Earth signs, it's going to take a lot of commitment on both sides. It's probably going to take some therapy as well as a lot of work and dedication. It's not to say that it can't not be done, but both sides have to want it, and both sides have to be willing to choose it. Hopefully that makes sense. All right. Moving right along. Who next? Air, water, or fire? I hope everybody's doing well. Navigating this balance, balancing energies. It can be probably pretty chaotic for some, but just hang in there. I promise if you expect the best, you know, then no less than that will happen. All right, we're gonna go with air. Aries. Aries. Am I thinking Aquarius? Why is Aquarius coming up? Aquarius and Aries. All right, air signs. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. There is something coming in for you that is very divinely guided, air signs. Whew. I feel like something that you have been working on is about to come to fruition. We got the 8 of Pentacles with the 10 of Pentacles. This is hard work paying off. This is leaving a legacy. This is, sorry. I keep forgetting I'm on 2. This is something that you've been working on putting out there. And I feel like this is definitely divinely guided with the Star and the Hermit. This is a result of you doing the inner work, air signs. Something that you've been hoping for, wishing for is definitely coming in at this time. I feel like it's a very fun energy. Something that you have been working for. And I feel like you're working for it in the mind space. I feel like this is somebody's hopes or dreams finally coming out to play, I'm hearing. Come out and play. Yeah, we got the 3 of Pentacles. This is self. God, why do I feel so cloudy with you guys right now, air signs? I do. I feel kind of like all over the place. It feels kind of, I don't know, it feels exciting, but it also feels a little, there's a little bit of anxiety there as well. Yeah, you're definitely working on putting something out there, air signs. We got the 3 of Pentacles and the 3 of Wands. We've got this opportunity that's coming in for you. Whatever you guys have been doing, you're doing the damn thing. We got the Queen of Cups and the 8 of Cups. This is emotional stability. This could be a feminine energy that you are dealing with. The Queen of Cups is a very solid, emotionally stable woman. And we've got the Eight of Cups, which speaks about following your intuition. Even though you may have had like your cups lined up in the past, or thought you knew what you wanted, now it's like you're in this whole new direction and you're following your intuition, and it's taking you to, I feel like, an even better place than you had imagined. That's really what I'm picking up on. This is a wise investment. Whatever it is that you are doing, air signs, keep doing it. For real. This is leaving a legacy. Like, this is something that not only is going to support you, but also like your lineage, your children. You guys have done the work and now it's paying off. I feel like the divine is gifting you at this time in a major way because of the work that you've done on yourself, the healing work, and the reframing, the repatterning, the connecting in. I'm hearing somebody's been connecting with their guides, and they're hearing you. This is a beautiful energy for manifestation. All right, who's next? Fire or water? Fire or water? I'm gonna go with fire. I'm gonna save my fellow waters. Did I say water? Air signs, get out of my head. Holy shit. You guys, your energy is just so kind of like, and I know you're air signs, so you're already kind of all over, like, I don't want to say all over the place, but it's the area of thought, of communication, right? So I just feel like I'm being pulled in every freaking direction. What up, Summer? All right, so fire signs is what I meant to say. I don't know if that's really what I said. And then I'm gonna save my fellow water signs for last. Maybe that is what I said, I don't know. Yeah, I'm air signs. All right, disconnecting from the air signs. Connecting with my fire signs, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. And as always, make sure that you're listening to all of your big threes, right? Your sun, your moon, and your rising sign. If you don't know what they are, I would advise you to look them up, especially if you're going to be watching channels like this with the zodiacs and astrology. It's good to know. It's a good way to find balance and wholeness if you're going to play with astrology. Anyway. Fire signs, we've got the Justice card. Of course we've got the Justice card. Like, this is Libra energy, right? Ooh, fire signs. This is you. We got the Queen of Wands out here. This is definitely your energy. A highly creative, highly passionate time for you, fire signs. But I feel like there's this is a good time for you guys to connect with your intuition. I feel like you guys are probably gonna be able to receive a lot of downloads, understandings, understandings at this time, as well as everybody, right? A lot of clarity coming in. Yeah, blessings for sure. I feel like fire signs, you guys are gonna be able to leave something in the past that was not to your highest greatest good really easily. I feel like this is quick movement forward by paying attention to your intuition, to your heart, and realizing what it is that just doesn't resonate with you anymore, and by focusing on yeah, in the bottom we've got closure. For some of you, this is a relationship, maybe fire and earth together. You know, this kind of looks like it could be two of the signs that are having endings at this time. But just remember, if it's endings, it's a blessing in disguise, right? And it doesn't mean that it has to be a relationship necessarily. It could be a closure of you know, thought forms, or old self-worth patterns, or habits, addictions. There's some clarity coming in. But for some of you, there definitely is endings of relationships. I feel like somebody was in a relationship that had them feeling really trapped or closed off. And this is going to be an opening, a release of that. Make sure that you're staying in your strength. Have courage. If you don't feel very strong, remember the power of your words is your body is always following your mind, your words. So, you know, I am strong, I am courageous, I am powerful. Using those affirmations is really going to benefit you at this time, fire signs. Let's see, is there any other messages here? Look to your intuition for the clarity that you're seeking at this time. You know. All right, water signs, it's 2:11, 36 minutes. All right, hurry up. Water signs, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. For my fellow water signs. Water. There's some unveiling going on of something within. There's some deep understandings coming in at this time. This is an opportunity to work on yourself. For those that yes, especially for those that haven't been really doing the work. I feel like you're going to be almost forced into this work, like it's karma, right? Karma's coming around, like I was kind of talking about in the beginning, or in the video about the astrology stuff. There's a lot of karmic situations that are coming in. And I feel like this is a lesson, right? And if you pass this lesson, I feel like you're going to level up in a major way. But if you don't pass this lesson, you'll remain stuck and have to repeat it. What else for my water signs? Yeah, I feel like some of you have some major opportunities that are going to be available, but I also feel like it's really dependent on whether or not you do the work, whether you're listening, whether you're paying attention, and whether you're taking action on what you're being guided to do. We got the High Priestess here and the Emperor. This is hidden knowledge that's become available to you. This is the inner realm being kind of shown some light upon. This is a huge mirroring effect as well. Like I was saying before, the relationships and the experiences that you're coming into are going to play a significant role in your healing process, because you're going to be able to get upset, which allows you to have some inner standings and you know, hopefully you don't go down that dark path. Instead, you choose to level up, right? Choose to learn the lesson, see the lesson, take action on the lesson, making sure all the while that you're paying attention to your inner being and those little quieter, subtle messages that is being delivered to you at this time. Also, make sure that you are clearing your mind and doing, you know, some type of movement to move out any stagnant energy. It's gonna take a little work for some of you. For others of you, I feel like you're flying. You're coming through this energy with flying colors. You're meeting up with more like-minded individuals. More of your soul tribe is coming in, and it's, yeah, for some of you, I feel like you've dropped your karma and you're just moving on to full co-creation mode. And others are, you know, being given this opportunity to learn some of these lessons and level up as well. All right, you guys, I gotta get off of here. Thank you guys for liking, sharing, commenting, subscribing. Until next time, love you guys.